Good. We saw your secondary, so it looks like you know something about that.
We're getting better. We're getting better. It's nice to see those guys competing.
Yeah, wondering about the corner in particular with Malcolm. What did he do to kind of step forward a little bit, and has Josh kind of lived up to the billing that you had in the spring for him?
Yes, I think both of those guys good players. The thing that you see is those guys have length. They can run. Good man corners. They tackle. They're physical. They live in the meeting room, and so you like guys that's you bring into the program and quickly jump on board and able to contribute right now. So I would say they're good takes for us.
How about that experience level in your room too, and that in particular that group with obviously Chance has starting experience, and then how much does that help, but also help bring a young guy like Aiden along?
With the amount of snaps that we've accumulated in that room, I think it's great for the young dude. You get a ton of coaches that's coaching him from the older guys, and then he's able to kind of open up a little bit as far as what he knows and what he doesn't know. And it helps in his growth, really, to have so many guys that's invested in him, that's willing to give him some nuggets along the way. So I think that's always awesome.
Sorry about that. When Josh, first pass goes past him, and it's a big chunk play, and it seems like a mental toughness, resilience kind of play. When he responds well and gets that third down stop later, as a DB's coach, are you excited about that? Is that something you want to see from him?
I would rather that not happen. You would ask me about that one. Yeah, the way he responded, and he never afraid. He just kind of my bad, and technique could have been a little better there. But sometimes it happens.
What a difference a year makes, even for you transitioning and your room transitioning. Can you talk about just the difference between just touching down and then now kind of having a little bit more time and how that affects you and your room?
Absolutely. Second year in the program or in the system, now you're able to kind of fine tune those details, get outside of just what we do as individuals, how this thing fits together, where the kind of bones are, the weaknesses are in the coverages and in the defense, and you can really harp in on those deals because guys are not kind of cramming, trying to learn, what is my job? What is my job? So for that, it's been amazing. It's been awesome.
And then getting to know East Lansing a little bit better too? How's that?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm getting out. I'm still tied to the building though.
Yeah, I get it.
I live in the building.
I get it. All right, thank you.
Got to be nice to be relatively healthy coming out of week one this year.
We're mid-season or beginning season healthy. You're never gonna be fresh. Yeah. There's always bumps and bruises, and so you learn to live through that. And so yeah, we're healthy. Game time, we're gonna be as healthy as we need to be in order to be successful.
Nikai, coach had said kind of getting close.
Oh yeah.
Has he been back working with you?
He's working now. He's working. It's like I said, you got so much wealth of knowledge on that back end, from Amarion to Spencer to Nikai. You just got a wealth of knowledge back there. So if you're able to get out there to practice and just listen, you hear those guys chattering away.
With Boston College as a new quarterback that you guys didn't see last year, and they put up some good numbers in the passing game in week one. Just wondering what's your initial assessment of what you guys have coming?
I think they're a good team. They present some issues for us, and so it'll be interesting and kind of neat to see how we handle those adversities or those new wrinkles that they have in the offense. And so we look forward to the challenge, I think.
What are those issues?
Those issues is, they do a lot of things schematically, pushing the ball down the field, their zone run, not as much quarterback run stuff anymore because of the guy that left, who was a menace. But they still present some things in terms of getting the ball down the field that's paired up to their run game extremely well. So we got to be on our P's and Q's for that.
How do you monitor? Because obviously their guy was out of practice yesterday and was pretty much out there. But how do you monitor that situation as a coaching staff during a week? And how much do you look at the other guys since there is a lot of tape of him?
I think as coaches, as we move forward, the guy that's going to be in there on Saturday can actually get the job done. We got to prepare for that. We can't say, okay, this guy's not going, so we don't have to go as hard. quarterback that they put out there can run their offense efficient, and so we prepare for it.
With Wayne, Jordan, and Malik all played 50+ snaps in that game. There's a lot of rotation elsewhere, but with Nakai coming back, is he going to be in that group that plays a lot of those snaps, or are you going to
Absolutely, we're gonna put the best guys out there, and so we want to win the ball game. So whatever guys gives us the best opportunity to do so, I think that's the route in which we'll go.
Is there a scaling up factor though for a guy that's been out with an injury like that? Like, how do you get him to that?
I think the biggest thing on the back end is just the mental capacity of those dudes. And so, yeah, he may not be able to go from a physical standpoint, but the amount of knowledge and just information he's able to diagnose and keep and retain, I think that's the thing that makes the good players great.
With Zade, at the nickel, I guess, what did you see in the tape looking back? It seemed like he was flying around and making.
Yeah, he plays fast, he plays physical. He can cover. I mean, he's big too. That's a bigger nickel. And so it gives you advantages in run game and the pass game. So you don't have to sub out as much. And so he's been a good surprise to see how he's just kind of continue to come along.
When Nakai does come back, is that a spot where are Morian's going to stay
I
at
have
safety,
no
or will
idea.
he maybe get? When he gets some snaps at nickel, is he?
Coach, I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get there.
What's it been like working with Aiden West as a young guy?
No,
Seems like
he's
a
terrible.
question.
He's terrible. No, you talk about a young dude that comes in and he's just so eager and wants to learn and lives in my office. This guy here, it's been a pleasure to get this dude that's wired the way that he is, understand balls the way that he does, and he just goes out there and he just works. He takes the information from the older guys and he just works, and I admire that about him.
From your end, when you watch the tape back, how much did maybe the pressure in game one help the coverage? Did you feel like the front guys were getting enough push to kind of allow you guys not to have to cover too long?
I think so. I think Chad and Coach Lange and Coach Rossi, I think they've done a good job in how we package things. And I think those guys, those men up front, they're hunting them. And that's always good for us on the back end. We don't have to cover as long. So hopefully we continue to get that going and continue to develop that so that we don't have to cover as long.
You got a defensive shutout, but you didn't see 3 plays that they connected deep. Is it good to have a couple things on film you can correct after a defensive
I
shutout?
guess if you're looking at it that way, I would have rather them not happen. And like I said, sometimes things like that happen where they get the ball up. I just would like to win more than I lose.
Looks like they're in position. The feet got them there, so that's the.
Yeah, I'm with you. It is half full, I guess. But if I had to kind of pick my druthers, I would rather pick all 3 of those.
Boston College returns to respond at 104, 103 yards in that game last year against you guys. Was in the triple digits last week. What type of challenge is he going to present for you
I
guys?
think he presents a lot. We got to know where that dude's at. We got to keep tabs on him and just kind of make sure he's accounted for, because I think he is a very good player.
With the rotation that you guys were able to do, usually you don't talk with D guys about the offense, but the offense sustaining drives, getting, I think, 36, 37 minutes of possession time. How does that help being on the field less for your defense to do the things you guys wanted to do?
Yeah, it's kind of, we came here to play defense. So you want to get as many snaps as possible. And by that same token, you want the offense to be able to get in there and do what they do. So as a defensive coach, I would like to be out there on defense.
But does it allow you to cut loose a little more when you don't?
It allows us rest. It allows us be able to get the adjustments. It balances out the game. I think we're playing great complementary ball. So that part is good.
You have to do evaluations really quickly in the portal, I would imagine.
Yes.
And when you got these players, Bell and Eaton, when you got them here on the field, did any of them look better than they looked on film, or was there a pleasant surprise there? Or
Well, you see the same thing that you see on the tape. You're looking for guys with length that can run, that can change direction, not afraid to tackle. So those things don't really change after getting them here, and you just kind of dive into them a little bit. You get to know them as a player. You get to know how they learn, how they retain information, what's the best way to teach them. So I think it's kind of a holistic deal. Like you gotta, what you see on the tape is what you see on the tape. So that gets them in the building. And then you start to kind of evaluate the other aspects that's gonna make them a good player.
Was it surprises in any way, those guys?
Oh yeah, no, they are as advertised. Like I like those guys. Like they did a good job.
How'd you evaluate the communication again when we were on the back end, when you got a new mic out there, you got 2 new corners? Didn't appear to be a lot of mix-ups or busts or anything like that. It seemed like it felt more.
You have Malik Spencer and Marion, like they're back there, so they control it. And we the little brothers. We just do what they say at corner. So when they say this is what we're gonna do. And so for those 2 guys coming back and the Kai's coming back, like there's not a whole lot of miscommunication back there because they're football junkies.
You talked about it in the spring with Armorian, and I know I think Rossi talked about what his path of progression was over the course of the last year, but how much more have you seen him be able to be that football junkie and not have the...
He's always been that way. He's always been that way.
Through
Like
everything else he went through.
he's found ways to get lost in the X's and the O's. And so now that he's kind of got his feet up under him now, he's able to excel a little bit more. But he's always been that way. Like getting him in the building as he was kind of fighting through life was a good thing for him, for us as well.